And I don't want to say, like, my wife and kids are sitting in a car and it's 11 o'clock at night. All I want is a free hotel.
Hey guys, this is Colin from Blackjack Apprenticeship, and I'm back again with Dusty Pink Chip and David, aka Loud and Often. And there is a forum thread on Blackjack Apprenticeship that's been around for a few years. It's a classic. Yeah, it's entitled "You Know You're an AP When," or "You Know You're a Card Counter When ... And it's a classic because like everyone can relate to these things. So I wanted to ask you guys, what comes to mind when I say you know you're an advanced player when?
I feel like everything hinges on the fact that you are carrying tons of cash but acting like the biggest cheapskate in the world. So I'm like, I'm taking the cheapest flight, I'm getting into a car I can't fit into, I'm wearing unflattering clothes because I can hold all this money. I'm staying in the cheapest hotels. I'm, begging and scrapping for free food at the casino. Meanwhile, I've got more cash than anybody else at the casino. Like everything relates to large cash, cheap ass dude.
Yeah, agreed. I'm not a natural AP, I've discovered. Like my wife is actually a little more natural.
Oh, okay.
Like, finding the little thing.
Yeah.
But on one trip we found it, and I'd say I knew I was an AP when I kept volunteering to get bumped.
Oh yeah.
From Chicago to Tampa Bay, because I had like myself, my wife, and a kid with me, and we were getting the full price of our airfare and $250 every time, and they kept apologizing to us. Like, oh, we're so sorry. Oh my gosh, you got bumped again. And we're like, I didn't pay for another flight that year.
Oh man, that's awesome.
So inside or outside of the casino, you find the little the turtle you can bounce against the brick to just get all the extra lives.
That is awesome. Yeah, the endless turtle hop.
Exactly.
Until you've got like Ice Cube crown lives.
Exactly.
That's a 80s joke for those that don't understand it. Going back to cheapness, I mean, I prefer the buffet over the fine dining. 2 reasons. 1, the buffet is faster than fine dining. I want to get back to the tables. 2, I can tip less at the buffet, like I can get away with it.
Wow, that is cheap.
Yeah, seriously. If because there's blackjack money, bankroll money, and then there's real money. There's got to be a trade-off where you say, like, I'm making this money for a reason, and you can enjoy the fine dining, but in general, I still want to get back to the tables, and if I have a $200 meal, do I really feel like, $40 out of pocket for a tip when I could go to the buffet, eat quickly like a king, and, tip $5? What else comes to mind? I mean, you said the hotels.
Okay, here's a weird one.
Okay.
Have you ever gone into a comped room, messed up the bed, and then left? Because you didn't stay there, but you want to convince them that you did. Because if you roll into town, sometimes you get comps at different properties, and you want them to think you're staying there so that the comps keep coming.
Yeah.
But you don't actually stay in every room.
I remember my wife and I checking into a room to get the promotional chips and the free meal, and we it's like, oh man, we should be staying here rather than this other casino that we had 2 other casinos comped, and it was like, oh, this one's nicer, but all of our stuff is still back at this place, so we're just gonna check into the room and walk out.
Yeah. Did you mess up the bed?
I didn't mess up the bed.
I don't think it's a big risk. I was never in this situation, but I really feel like if they can't communicate, if like security can't communicate with marketing to like stop sending you comps, they're probably not going to communicate with housekeeping either. Food is interesting. You guys are talking about food, and I noticed at one point on a certain trip that like I wasn't eating when I was hungry anymore. I was just eating when I knew I was going to get a headache. And I'm like, that's going to mess up my game. So like I now have to eat for my brain's sake. But like hunger is like whatever.
Wow, that's crazy. You were just generating EV.
Maybe.
So what about, you guys ever done this where you win like $5 or $10 or $20,000 and then you're trying to get the $20 comp to the food court so you don't have to buy?
Yeah. I'm in like, I got stacks of chips and I'm like, can you please get me a hotel? And I don't want to say like, my wife and kids are sitting in a car and it's 11 o'clock at night. All I want is a free hotel, because that seems really like,
you can afford it. Yeah.
Why are your kids in the car? Like, what kind of horrible person are you? Like, but like, no, really, I don't have any money.
Well, even if you do have money, like advanced players, we want the free room.
It's true.
I mean, gamblers do too. They like, that's why the whole comp system exists. They like the free stuff. But you're an advantage player when you're not paying for the hotel room at 11 p.m. because you can get it for free and it doesn't come out of your bankroll.
Or you're sleeping in your car until 6 because when you check into motel, whatever, you get an extra like 23 hours of rent essentially. Yeah. Like, why check in at 3 a.m. when you're done when they're going to kick you out at like 11?
Yes, so that's a pro tip. If you check in around 5 or 6 a.m., you can say, I'm checking in can I get an early check-in? It's like 6 a.m. You're checking in like 9 hours early, and lots of times they'll give you the early check-in, so you get the room for basically 2 nights.
Yeah. And
you sleep from 6 a.m. till whenever you get up, go play some more blackjack, then come back, sleep some more, check out 2 for 1. That's a full-on AP move. What else comes to mind, Loudon?
Dropping off your card counter friend a few blocks before the casino so that they don't see on camera you arriving in the same vehicle.
Yep, been there, done
that
many a times.
Yeah. Same with pickup. Like, I'm not picking you up in the parking lot. Go walk a few blocks and I'll pick you up.
What else, guys? Here's one. The dealer is going to blow right past you and then you have to say, wait, I'm going to split tens, or I'm going to double my soft 20, or I actually do hit my hard 18 against a 9.
Or wait, I really want to think about this insurance decision while I stare at the card and think about whether I want to take it or not.
Yeah.
The discard tray head tilt, like
totally leering at it.
Yeah, I advise against the discard tray. Oh, what do we got there?
Another one, not wanting their large value chips. When I've won big and they want to pay me in these weird colors that are like $5,000 and $10,000 chips, because I don't want to deal with that because it's more scrutiny at the cage.
Yeah.
How about this? One of the ones I remember sharing on this forum thread was that I was caring more about my phone in my pocket which is worth, whatever, $500 versus the like $20,000 worth of casino chips in the other pocket, because you just like the casino chips just become a tool of the trade. Your phone, that's your phone,
Yeah, man.
I could buy a mini phone. I could buy 40 phones with what's in the other pocket.
Music on it.
Yeah, and my podcast.
When you're coming up with weird excuses for your weird behavior, like, I swear, I'm not counting cards. My lucky number is just 2 through 6. Like, weird stuff goes through your head. I fight for fair dealer wages.
That's why you don't tip. Yeah.
That's why I don't tip, because the casino doesn't pay you enough. And you know what? You deserve better. And if I tip you right now, I'm just supporting a horrible system of oppression. So, like, you're welcome.
As an AP, I spent a lot of time feigning interest in slot machines.
Oh, yeah.
While I'm counting down the table. Feigning interest in this 3-card poker table so I can count down the table next to it. I've feigned a lot of fake interest in a lot of things at the casino. You
ever feign interest in your own table? Where you get a blackjack and somebody else is more excited about it than you?
Oh, man.
That's happening. And I'm supposed to care.
Well, and honestly, sometimes it's because I'm still updating the running count. And everyone else is like, $1,000 blackjack. And I'm like, what? Oh, look at that. Card counter problems, I guess.
Yeah. And I don't like when other people celebrate my 20. The dealer has a 5 up, and I'm like, let's not. I've seen too many times where the dealer draws to 21. Yep. So let's save the celebrations for when we're actually there.
Yeah. That's right. I always say it doesn't matter what I have. It matters what the dealer has. All right, here's the last one. What about the weird hours? I now, because I don't play full-time or much at all anymore, I keep normal hours again. But, what about the life when you go to bed when the conditions deteriorate, things go south, or you get your last whatever, or you just can't keep your eyes open or play well at the table. And the day starts when you wake up, you get going. Is there any other job like that?
I guess the variance of hours. Maybe not. Maybe like a pilot. I don't know.
Maybe unemployed.
Yeah, but I feel like unemployed, you'd slip into a rhythm. That's not just like, oh, I can keep my eyes open again, I guess I should.
Yeah.
You know, and like go beat the streets. But yeah, it's weird.
You've got to, like, one of the things I learned is I've got to account for not just can I keep my eyes open, I got to drive home too. So it's like that fine line of I could play another hour, but can I play another hour and still drive home safely, which is nice if you got a hotel. You can just go up to the room at any time.
Or sleep in your car safely.
Have you guys done that? Slept in your car?
Yeah. Can't find a hotel late at night out in Nowheresville. I slept in a Walmart parking lot, and I already couldn't fit. But then I was like, I don't have a pillow, so I've got these stacks of cash. So I've got like $60,000 as my pillow.
Sweetest sleep
I've
I've
car in a Walmart parking lot.
Dreaming of Benjamins all night long.
It wasn't much dreaming or much sleeping, but
The only time I think I've slept, I used to do this when I would drive down to college. You know, me and my buddy would drive, and then we were cheap, so we'd sleep in a whatever rest area. But I would do this if I did a longer trip, like a trip somewhere out there. I'd be driving, I'd be like, I just gotta pull over, sleep for a couple hours, get back on the road. But I don't think I've ever intentionally. No, we had a trip we would do that was kind of an all-nighter trip. You know, we could get to a casino, play all day, and be back by like 8 a.m. the next morning, and then crash. But you know, the card counter, sleep in the car thing, I think most of us have been there a time or two, or 20.
Yeah, not 20 for me, but there's definitely the concern of like being vulnerable. You should make sure you weren't followed out of the casino. Yeah. Don't do it in the casino parking lot.
No.
Maybe.
No. I know the card counter like glance in the rearview mirror on the drive home. Yeah. Probably, it's a good thing. It's a good
habit.
You guys have anything else? If we sat here for an hour, we'd probably think of 30 more things. Yeah. But that's good enough for now. You guys make your own stories. Hopefully you guys are able to relate to some of these Advantage Player lifestyle stories or anecdotes. And we'll see you guys on Blackjack Apprenticeship.